Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome back to another reflection. Apologies first of all for no reflection last week. Had a few things going on and didn't get around to doing it, but I'm back this week. And with this week's gospel, Jesus says something so hard hitting, so powerful, and in just four words. He says, "Do not be afraid." He just this is where in Luke's gospel where he encounters Peter and his brothers, and he basically calls them. This is their calling, their vocation. He calls them for their vocation, and he says to them, "Do not be afraid." And so, why does Jesus say these words, and why are these words still so relevant to us? Because fear is part of our nature. We can get so scared, scared of our vocation, scared of commitment, scared of the future and what's ahead. And when the Lord calls us to something, and when we feel that calling, at times we have this uncertainty, even though God has called us, that things could go wrong, that you may go wrong, or that you may not do the right thing. And so we have a lot of fears that are there. And what I just want to reassure you guys today is that do not be afraid to commit. Take a leap of faith. Because you must remember that in every journey of life, you're not doing it by yourself, but you're doing it with Christ. It is a walk with Christ. Jesus walks with you, and when you fall, he helps you and he picks you up. So take that leap of faith. Follow the inspirations that Jesus has given you, and do not be afraid of what is ahead. It's so difficult at times to not be afraid, I understand, because we have been living our life in a certain way. We've been accustomed to having certainty about the future. Many of us maybe are people that are so like planning ahead all the time, and so then when we are told to not be afraid, and it's like we are told to let go, and letting go at times can be so difficult. But you must remember that you're not just letting go and surrendering to anyone, but you're surrendering it to Christ, Jesus himself, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So, because you see, we just see a glimpse, or we just see the present, but Jesus sees the whole picture. He sees your beginning, he sees your end. And so, isn't it so much better that we surrender ourselves completely to someone who can see the entire bigger picture? And so that's why I want to say to you, my dear friends, to let go and do not be afraid. Surrender yourself completely to the one who has the bigger picture. Let him take control over your life. Let him give you that confidence to keep going, to keep taking that step forward. And like he said to Peter, you have a specific vocation. Peter's vocation was to catch men. His vocation was to, bring people to Christ, to bring people to God. And he said, in that vocation, you don't need to be afraid. And so, in whatever vocation that Jesus is calling you for, whatever life that he's calling you for, whatever future that he's calling you for, do not be afraid, because you are not alone. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. It was a bit of a short reflection, but I just wanted to get this point across because it is something that a lot of us, including myself, struggle with. So I hope you have a good week ahead. God bless.